We will now begin to look at the aims of peace education and peace studies. And the first aim is knowledge. Let us see what some of the curricular elements here are if we want to give knowledge about peace to our students today. One is knowledge of NGOs and their impact on social change. The government and the private sector alone cannot do all the changes, and so NGOs, non-governmental organizations, have stepped in to help. What non-governmental organizations are prevalent in one's area? What do they do? Are they successful at it? And what social change is resulting because of the presence of these NGOs trying to do a good job for a nation, area, or location? Knowledge of worldwide and local grassroots initiative. What initiatives have we taken locally? What initiatives have we taken nationally? What initiatives have world organizations taken to sustain peace in the world? And so, looking at all this from one's internal perspective and expanding out to look and encompass the entire world is critical. That knowledge is crucial to understand how peace can be sustained. Principles of restorative justice. When justice fails, it needs to be restored. How can we bring justice that didn't exist or has fallen down or is missing back into the picture? How do we restore it back? That knowledge, different people, different nations have done it differently, and there is lots to learn from what other nations and people have done and see what we can do to restore this justice. Listening and dialoguing. Dialoguing is talking, having a discussion, having a conversation, and you cannot communicate, you cannot discuss if you're not listening. So promoting listening and dialoguing skills are critical, and understanding the importance of non-violence. Why are we focusing? Why do peace studies and peace education focus on non-violent means? Avoiding conflict. That is important as well. Who has gone before? In other words, what have other people already done? Montessori, and this is Maria Montessori, the lady from Italy that gave the Montessori method of early preschool education, in 1937 had this to say: "Our hope for the future lies not in the formal knowledge that we pass on, but in the normal development of the new man." The important thing is to not pass information we have to the next generation, but to develop the new man. The next generation is the new man. It's not my generation. It's not our generation. It's a new generation coming about. How have we developed that new generation? That's important. Montessori has often been quoted as also saying, "Establishing peace is the work of education. All politics can do is keep us out of war." If peace needs to be established and promoted, it will happen through education. What politics can do is to keep us away from war. But keeping us away from war does not necessarily guarantee peace in our homes, in our communities, in our societies. Wars are fought on large-scale basis. And so if we do the right kind of education with our students today, we will be in many ways making sure that we are establishing peace for some point in the future. John Dewey's philosophical ideas involved concepts of educating for peace. John Dewey said many years ago, we need to educate for peace. Young people are not going to learn about peace unless they are actually experienced and taught what peace is all about. He saw the necessity of teachers loving their students, love through common self-sacrifice to reach the common good. As we've seen earlier also, love is the basis of transformation. And if a teacher is going to transform young lives in his or her classroom, it will happen through love. Are you in teaching today because you love your students? Or are you in teaching today for other reasons that are not important at all. If you don't love, at least like your students, you are in the wrong profession, because love transforms and teaching is all about transformation. John Dewey also found in Simpson and Jackson article in The Educational Foundations has said a lot about education, love, and why that is important in the promotion of peace. Horace Mann hoped that common education could free humankind from the ever-present danger of war. Common education, basic education, should be able to free human beings from the danger of war. Why? Because it should promote peace. And that is why peace education, conflict resolution, the teaching of morals and values is not only the Islamia teacher's job. It is every teacher's job.